Alright, we're doing a little testy. Little clap test. Alright. Clap test done. I'm gonna move this a little closer. Pop pop. Okay. How are we holding? Okay? Okay. Okay. Drum sing again. And that's not. Why is it showing that? Hold on. No, I want. Yeah, show me that. There we go. Also, why am I placed like that? Oh, that's weird. Did I reset it? I think I reset it. Oh god. That's not good. Let's see here. We're gonna just resize. Gonna resize me. There we go. I don't understand why it's... That's so weird. Maybe if I turn... Aha! I'm doing pretty good, thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty good. It's surprisingly hot today. But how have you been? Have you been well? I hope you've been well. I'm eating some cheese right now because good old cheese. Delicious. I think I fixed the problem. I hope I fixed the problem. It'll lift me up just a little more. Ta-da! Now we can see my tablet. I don't look like I'm struggling to draw. But let's continue this whole project. We've got a little bit of lag, but you know what? We can work with it. We're gonna work with it. Because gotta work with the lag. Using the AC your old one in your room. Oh, nice. Well, I hope that your AC remains fixed. Because it sucks to have stuff that doesn't work. Mainly hungry though. Then get yourself something to eat. If you're hungry, might I advise you eat? I always advise people eat. Because eating is delicious. You know, that makes me crave, the old bird. A burger. A delicious, tasty burger. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I crave sushi instead. The fridge is empty. I'd rather eat limes. Oh, I'm sorry that your fridge is empty. I would offer to get you something to eat, but I do not know where you live and I don't want to ask for your address on this platform. Because I feel like that's like a way to be like real scummy. It's also a quick way to find somebody. So, not a good habit. poor computer is dragging through itself, because this takes a lot of time. Salty. Well, I hope that you find something soon to eat. Ah, that's right. I do have your stuff. You just fear the DoorDash won't get you the right stuff. They've been making a lot of. Well, didn't you order last time through like Uber Eats or something? I think you like ordered through Uber Eats last time, and if I remember correctly. Yeah. Definitely interesting. But maybe the lucky food gods will have something different to say about it. Well, I just realized I did that in one go, so this. The funny part is the lag is semi-helpful, but it's not. It's like a stabilizer, but on 90. Just slightly annoying. Unsure what you order it through. Ah. Fair enough. I'm still hoping that it goes well. Because it sucks to have no food. Being hungry sucks. So, yeah. There's part of me that thinks I should start tossing in, like, repo streams every once in a while. But I feel like that's not really what's gonna happen anytime soon, at least not yet. I'm also kind of in the mood for hot pot, though. Let's see. how are you doing? This fine and lovely day. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your cats are doing well. I hope that everything is going well overall. Like, I hope everyone's having a good day. Currently, we're just working on a little bit of art, so I'm like... I'm eating cheese. Cheese is delicious. You know what I wish would have happened? You did well so far. That's great. That's great. Doing well is good. It doesn't have to be great. Doing well. That's good. Just chilling. That's good. Chilling is good stuff. Love to chill. I just recently got a drink called Milkus. Original flavor. Ooh, spelunky. Ouch. Phew! Ugh, excuse me. I just sneezed. Hopefully that wasn't like timed really well to the arrow. But ouch for dying. I got this Milkus original milk and yogurt soda. They're actually pretty good. I would one day I would like to be like supported by Korean brands at some point. Just because these are really tasty. They're like creamy soda. So tasty. Alright. Gotta love that cheese. Well, I hope that you get past those levels, Sam, because sounds like those are difficult as they are, so, at least from what I've seen, so. But who knows, maybe it's a new game that I should try. Oh, boy. Scales onto his armor. So hopefully it looks a little bit more like he pulled it off of some sort of dragon. I'd imagine that he went to a lot of battles for them. I'm unsure if he would be left armorless, per se. Well, not like armorless, but like less armor around the arms. You can always add it. That is always a thing. So far, lineup is turning out really well, actually. See, the thing that's gonna happen though, I'm gonna flip it around to look at it, and I'm gonna hate it. And despise it every single day. These are some good beats, good bops. I do like these bops. Good beat bops. I think one thing I need to do is I eventually need to switch out all the way to my other computer. Not because I hate this computer, this laptop, but I'm just like, this laptop is supremely lagging. Saw a skit made with others who did skits. Weird. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that people made skits, but I also don't know. Are we talking about Spelunky? Like Spelunky skits? Certainly would be interesting. I'm gonna look up a sheet of armor real quick. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be pulling it up here onto the screen. Mainly because my poor computer is already struggling. I'm gonna do a little search for armor. Evil. Yeah, most times it's kept in like one piece, but you can have it in two pieces, which is what we're doing here. Somebody on Twitter, Spelunky did get a vid on Level Up with an animation. Oh, that's really cool. Little sippies, some sips. Oh, that's some good stuff. Where the hell did my pen go? Where's my pen? That sounds fun. You know what I need to make? Onion sauce. Like, after this stream, I need to make some onion sauce. For food. For dinner tonight. Because tonight's dinner is supposed to be grilled pork. Sam. I know you'll probably hear this a little delayed, but I'm just like, do you think he'd have a little bit more armor? Or do you think he'd go pretty bare bones on his arms? I know that we're line arting, but I'm like, I still want to check with you. Make sure that this looks good, make sure that this has everything. I know you did mention that he would have more of a, likely a gun, so I'm just like, the sword's currently like a placeholder right now. We can always add a gun in later. Just slot it in there, but I wanted your thoughts, your opinions. This is what devices. I'm gonna give that a few minutes. Ugh. Stretch. One away. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Okay, sword fits, sword fits. That's good, that's good. So we're gonna go ahead, put that down there. I just realized I had my, sometimes I turn on the other YouTube thing and I watch it through there so I can check and make sure that it's still working properly. I forgot to turn off the volume to it, so if you guys hear reverberation for a little bit, that's what it is. Okay, so it makes a little more sense. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's, like, lore accurate to your character and everything, because it's like, for all I'm aware, Alistair could be anything else. So it's good to have confirmation from the person who ordered it. Oh dear God. I eventually do need to start making, gaming streams. Not even huge ones, I'd say. Like, just, like, small ones. Like, stream, like, Repo or something a little bit here and there. Ah, interesting. Special sword. Maybe lost to time or something. Who knows? Certainly would fit the motif. Alright, let's see here. The hardest part about working with, like, a slight lag is that when you draw your lines don't exactly follow, so you're having to go on a delayed basis. And I think I've already said this before, but who knows? That there. That there. Go ahead. It's essentially the Halo energy sword, but made with metal and having jagged edges. Okay. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Need to make sure that, like, I stay sitting up. Sit up. Straighten my back. Posture. Wah, wah, wah. I need to make my own stupid thing soon, because I need to do better. I need to make like a 5-second GIF of just like my background, 5-second GIF of everything, compile it into like a blender or something. Not like an actual blender, but like have it better. Something that I can kind of just customize on a whim. But also I need to learn how to program stuff, so there's that. Need to remember that. I also need to upload some footage and some other stuff. Some comics. Put that there. A little bit of look. So one thing I learned is that if you move your full arm with this, it helps a little bit. I don't play Spelunky, not because I don't want to play it. There's a lot of games I would like to play. I would like to play Stardew Valley and Monster Hunter Wilds more and all these other games. The main problem is it's like I don't have time for them. It becomes really hard. They do look very interesting though. I would love to play them at some point. But like I said, it's like I need to slowly work myself towards getting to that position of being able to play those games and actually making the time for them. Because overall, it's more I need to make the time to do them rather than anything else. So I should say it's not a matter that I don't have time, it's just I need to make the time. It'd be nice though if like one day I could magically like just up in not that I hate my job, my day job. I work at a restaurant during the day. So for those of you wondering, yeah, I work at a restaurant. I ain't gonna tell you where because I don't want people showing up. But for the most part, if I could take this full time, like just stream and do drawing and illustrate for a living, I'd be pretty happy. I'd be a happy camper. But I can't. One, because I'm in college right now, so that's a big expense. And number two is just because, well, that's life. It's a wham wham, so it is what it is. Though hopefully, as the school semester starts, we can start getting back into D&D, which is one thing I'm looking forward to. Is hopefully we can restart, like get back into the D&D series. Mainly because it has been a hot moment, but that's like a whole bunch of scheduling stuff that we have to go through and get organized. So that would be nice though. I also need to program a lot of stuff for like this stream, because there's eventually like where I'd like this stream to have moments where you can pay like coins or bits, or you can like when you make a donation, it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna, what's the best way to say it? It'll like activate something. So it's like you donate like 100 bits or something on Twitch eventually. If we ever decide to move to Twitch. Huge if. Because I don't like Twitch that much. I'm... No hate on Twitch. I just... Not for Bandit. Boy. I need to delay this. I'll restart things. Apparently my computer wants to restart right now, right in the middle of stream. It's telling me we'd like to restart, and I don't want to restart right now. I want to schedule you for tomorrow. Hello, Dark. Not much. I am currently just working on my stuff right now. Some of the commissions, some of the work. My computer wants to restart for the absolute worst time possible. We're hoping that I have delayed it. I scheduled it for, I think... I'm pretty sure I scheduled it for 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that hopefully, like, I'll restart it soon. I just am like, I don't want it restarting in the middle of stream. So if stream crashes in the next, like, 5-ish minutes. Making them look like skeleton fingers. Them scaly fingers. Skelly belly fingers. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping that I've delayed the restart for my computer, because if it restarts in the next 5 minutes, I'm not gonna be too happy, because that means we're gonna lose progress on this current piece. It's just like, I don't like that. A little sippy break. Go up here. You know what's interesting is I kind of am craving I really am craving sushi right now, but I'm just like, I have food at home, and I know I was gonna make Korean BBQ pork, but I'm hungry for the tuna. I want a hand roll so bad. But I'm poor! Bandit is poor. Bandit spent money already on ingredients. So, technically, I can't go out to eat. Well, technically I could. Well, thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. I really do. Like, it's very appreciated. Gimme. You want so bad. I get it. I really do. I want good old fish. But, yeah. We're hopefully gonna record a video of the... I believe it's called... Samgu. My Korean is bad. I'm trying to learn 3 languages, so give me a minute. Yeah, samgyeopsal. Samgyeopsal. I think I said that right. Samgyeopsal. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce that again. My Korean is really bad. But sushi is good. Today is your day off. Ooh, that's fun. What are you planning on doing besides watching the stream? Because days off are the days that you can do fun things. Like, go out and get a good meal. Or go see a movie. Or even better yet, you can go hike up in the woods if the woods are not closed off. I feel some immense judgment coming from here, like, for the whole woods comment, but I'm like, listen, go up to the mountains. Go enjoy the woods. Spell it. Spell the Korean stuff? Like I believe it's for... because it's actually technically pork chops, but I guess it's samgyeopsal. SAMGYEOPSAL, and then GUY. So samgyeopsal. You went out with your fiance! Ooh, how fun! What'd you guys do? I want to know. I'm being nosy. I want to... Give me your plans. Tell me what you did. I want... so bad to go out and do things, but then it has to save for school. Because as much as being a YouTuber would be great, I'm also, like, realistically, being a YouTuber is expensive. Bandit kind of wants a career. But, tell me what you guys did! I want to know. Oh, you went to the beach! Bro, I miss the beach. I miss being able to go out there, run out onto the sand. Not like without sandals, obviously. But like, just go out on the beach, do a walk. That sounds fun. You cook them anything? Or did you guys like go to like a beachside restaurant or something? You guys do any food? I feel like food would be appropriate for this type of thing. Get yourself a good old meal. Give another save. We're gonna try and get the rest of this line art finished today, because I want to get it finished. Got 2 dogs on you. You got 2 dogs? I'm jealous. I can't let in my doggies. Because if I let in my doggies, they'll... Well, the small one will want attention, and she will look at me like all sad and put her head on my lap, and then I'll be like, oh, I want to pet you so much, but I'm streaming. He cooked me some kind of French food. Can't say the name of it. It was really good. I'm glad that you found somebody who will cook you French food. French food is delicious. I like all food. I'm not picky. Actually, no, I am. But it's good that he made you good food. If you can't pronounce it, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It was delicious. That's all that matters. But I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you both enjoyed your meal and you had your time on the beach and that you have a day off. All good stuff. 2 dogs on you though, Sam. That's the dream. I love my doggies. I love the doggies, but one's big doggy and he stays strictly outside. Ooh, he's French, so yeah, really good food. I would love to meet this person one day. Like, just be like, can you cook some French food for me? I'll cook you some Asian food and we'll have a powwow over it. But I'm glad that he cooks really good food, so I'm glad. It's good stuff. Good food is fantastic. Doing like saves every once in a while, because again, my brain is so afraid that this computer is going to restart and it's going to shut off the stream before I need it to. So Bandit right now is having like Bandit moments of panic attack. Because, good God. Boy, oh boy, did they scare me. But that's good, that's good. I'm glad that you have, somebody who does that for you. God, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. I just want a sandwich. Just kidding, I had a sandwich yesterday. Sandwiches yesterday. Those were good. Overall, I need to just work on, doing everything else. I would love that too, but I have to get going for now. See you later. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see you later, Dark. Lava killed you. Oh, that sucks, Sam. I'm like, that really sucks. Because you think you got it, and then you don't. Oh, it sucks. You know what I should do? I should play level double at some point. Just to get me frustrated. Because what better way to do things than, get yourself frustrated. The poor computer is like working its tail off right now. I believe in you, little computer. You can do it. But thank you for the hearts. I'm gonna go ahead and get his boots finished. Get a little bit of a correction here. Up. There we go. Get a little cracking. Erasure on this overexposed line. Interesting part is that most scorpions do not have tails like this. So it's what makes this character so unique. It's like a crab claw. Doing a little checky check. Oh, there's like huge chunks of him missing because of, yeah, so he's like missing like part of his leg and part of his arm. And this is why we do the line check, because I know I'm missing stuff. And a little more definition. Take a look, make sure that nothing's really missing besides this sword. I don't know, actually. It's possible. I mean, there's some types where they use missing chunks to essentially create a sort of... I forgot what it is, but it's like where they chunk out a piece of stuff and they make it look a certain way. If that's what you're asking about, I believe that there are ways of doing it. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what it's called, the technique in particular. I do know what you're talking about, though. I think. We're thinking here. So. But I do think I know what you're talking about. Hopefully. Alright. I want his sword. extension. There's a reason for the thicker lines, don't you worry. It's all according to plan. So go ahead. Picking up this line. Erase the handle. Now we're gonna go ahead, thicken up this line a bit. Now we're gonna go ahead, give that a little bit of a thicker line. Go ahead and draw in the rest of this part of the tail. This part. Do a little bit of erasing. Well, probably, but I wouldn't know. But who knows? It all depends. Let's see here. But Spelunky is interesting, I will say that, so. Erase the lines nice and soft. A little bit of a check. Look at that! He looks so nice and clean. So nice and clean. That, and what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make it so that his sword is stabbing into the ground, because I feel like that's a little more appropriate. So I'm gonna go ahead, just have his sword connect there and have it stabbing into the ground, because then it shows that it's a little bit longer than him. I think we've gotten it so far pretty done, which is good because almost to breaky time. Yum. Love that taste of carbonation. Give it another check, make sure that everything's there. I know we wanted some of the symbolism on there, so we're gonna go ahead, open up that file real quick, and then take a look. Let's see here. projects. Let's see here. I'm gonna open up a refresh for this file. The nice part is I can kind of just take it and put it on them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little cheat here. Do the rectangle tool it. Gonna copy and paste. Well, Ctrl T. The whole thing is we're going to move everything into a file. Because I want to preserve the integrity of the whole thing. And copy and paste it. Delete that one because we're not going to need that over here. Go press V. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Oops. Yeah, we're going to actually just keep it in that folder. Yeah, we're going to have to go Z. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're just gonna free transform. Scale it down. A little bit more. Rotate it. Now that we have an idea of kind of where we want it, because we want it a little bit more like against his shoulder and everything. So then just for that. Go up a little bit. Okay. Just okay with that. So that'll go on later as multiplication. Well, not multiplication, but another layer. Turn off our sketch layer officially. And let's get to coloring. I'm leaving the sword liner and the body liner on 2 separate layers just for a reason. Because I don't want it to get mixed up with each other. Otherwise it becomes a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead. Do color picking. Well, first actually we need to do what's called a base pick. I do this for my stuff. You don't have to, but I do it so that it's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna go shift, 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 shift. Okay, once we have all of our areas selected that we think that we want selected, we're gonna go ahead and invert it. Then I'll go ahead and add a gray outline to it. And that gets you your silhouette. The silhouette just mainly helps ensure that when it does actually fill in everything, it's not going out of those lines as easily. So that's the nice part, is that you're not going outside of those lines super hard. I feel like his face would be like steeped in shadows and everything, so we'll have to come back to that in a bit. Oh, and I just realized that he has a piece missing. This also helps like point to where there's missing stuff. So if I have a missing piece of line art, I can then just quickly do a little fix. This is on the wrong layer, and then it's on the wrong layer, but do that, do a little check. Do this. And we're gonna add in a gray layer. And go ahead, turn that back off, and now it looks better. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Don't save because we didn't really change anything on here. Give this a little save. Okay. Alright. We're gonna do a little bit of a breaky break, just so that I can get myself some water, so that everyone else can get a little stretchy stretch, and then we will continue. Interesting scene without the claws. We can always add the claws if you would like. I mean, like, currently it's just coloring. But, very understandable. I'm like, those are simple adjustments, so we can always make those changes. But we're gonna go on break, just for now. So we'll be right back. I just realized that I didn't have my mic on for like the last few minutes. So nobody heard anything. Thank you, Kyle, for sticking around. Good luck with work. I really do appreciate every little bit of help. And then Sam, I hope you got out all your stretches. I hope we all got out our wiggles. I most certainly don't feel like I've gotten up my wiggles, but who cares, because I don't know. To stretch or not to stretch, that is the question. But nobody heard me for like the past like who knows how long, so there's that. I don't want his armor being like all red just because I feel like that would deter. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some orange because they are supposed to be fire demons. Oh, you were gonna ask if I was muted or not. Yeah, I was muted. Let's go ahead, because I want the accents to be yellow. So I feel like if we add more red components though, it's gonna be like really crowded real quick. So I'm just like, maybe I should do like a lighter red, like red for his scales, and then like a lighter red for his armor. But again, that's a lot of red, so it's just like, do you want to do a lot of red? That's a little too close to orange for me. But I'm also like, this isn't... Overall, this doesn't become my stuff in the end. Okay. If that's the case, then let's go ahead. So I'm gonna erase the layers. We're gonna make his accents a gold color. We're gonna start with the darkest color on that spectrum. So those are gonna be the gold accents. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have his armor be closer towards, I'd say, a bronzy color. Gonna add the yellow for the teeth. And of course we need to make all their straps. Did a stream this morning and no one commented in it, so I'm glad to see yours is doing so well. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry that yours... I'll make sure to try and... I need to like subscribe to you so that I get notifications about your streams, because good god, I am not good at that. But I should come into your streams and watch so that we can both thrive in the world of archery. I don't know what else to say here. Yeah. The more you know. Put that little star thing up later on. But yeah, no, it's definitely good. I'm sorry though that like that happened. I don't know what else to really say here, I'm sorry. But I do hope that your numbers improve soon. That's what I'll say. I hope they improve soon. I'm actually gonna do purple pants. That does not look right. Try closer towards blue. Because we do like a contrast between red and brown. Those contrasts are good. Good for the brain. But I do hope that streams improve for everybody, no matter who they are. We're gonna go ahead and give ourselves, again, the darkest color on our spectrum for our blade, because we want to make it a glowing one. I'm gonna put it underneath all of our layers besides our base layer. And then let's also do the hilt. The hilt is again separated. I'm gonna do it in its leather. And then do that metal part in silver. Predicament. Indeed. Okay. I just realized he's very superhero colored. Like very, very superhero colored. Only now do I realize that. It isn't bad per se, but I'm like, it's not great either. Cause that's certainly something. Very Wonder Woman-y. And I will say, not a lot of places. He is an advisor though, so maybe that's something that happens with advisors. Wah! I'm gonna go ahead and add in an undershadow. Indeed, it does. I'm thinking perhaps making them brown might do a little bit of a better job than anything else. Like maybe making them brown again would do better than what's currently happening, because right now they're getting the overall empty space treatment feel, so let's actually change them. We'll change them to look more like leather. There we go. Because again, armor is not gonna get very much variation in general in reality, because they're all made usually out of the same materials. And if you get stuff that is changing in material, then usually it's a lot more expensive. So we'll just leave it like that, because it kind of looks more like he's got some differences, but not so many that he's suffocating in there. Let's start with the sword first, because the sword is like the better item, and kind of want to work on that first. So we're gonna go ahead, get that. I'm gonna go like this, Get our line tool. That's for the most part. I want it a little thicker. For the most part, this blade will still want it to look sharp. Big oof. That sucks, man. But the rock dog was gonna prevent the back item from blowing up. Yeah, I can see how that feels. Especially like when you're like, oh, this has gotta work, and then your item doesn't work, and you're like, wow, that did not work how I wanted it to. That sucks. Glowing look. Okay. And then I need to do a couple more things to the blade for the most part. But for now, I'm like, that looks pretty okay, I think. I don't know about what Sam thinks, because this is his thing, but you know, who knows? Let's work on shading. Because overall, there is going to be our blue shade, and then there's also going to be like shading for like the body in general. Which is going to be rendering. So first and foremost, let's start with our pants, because pants I feel are going to be a better understanding for this. We're going to go ahead and lighten up the colors, bring it up a few shades, get our lasso fill tool. We're just going to go ahead and go boop. part of that lighting coming from here, so bottom down there. Let's go ahead and slash through. We're gonna go ahead, cut some of the lighting from here. Because you don't want so much lighting that you're not providing the perspective you're wanting the perspective at. And then we're gonna go ahead, get our blur tool. Soften out the hard edges. Because not everywhere is going to be super hard. That's only where like the shadows are. So where there's creases and folds, that's where you're going to do a little bit of that hard line shading. But for the most part, we don't want anything to be too hard. Little soft because your shadows are not always going to be super duper hard. Give this a little bit of a shade down, and then what you do for the things that are going to have a pretty hard shadow is you go into the areas with gradients and you give it another go through with your eraser. Gives it that nice look and still preserves those wrinkles. And only now do I realize that it's no longer playing my music because I stopped it. I just really want this to not do that. We've reached our mark. We're gonna go with that one for now, because that's the one we want. Let's go ahead and give a couple more things, because again, it's not gonna be the only source of light, so it is gonna be part of it, but it's not gonna be all of it, so give this a light shading up, blend this in pretty well. Give a hard line. Crease edge, little crease edge. If your stuff isn't going to be perfect, okay, let's see here. For the most part, his pants look pretty okay. We are going to add some texture to it. So make ourselves a regular layer. Cross it with multiple lines. Get a semi-textural looking It's weird, I know, but it'll make sense in a minute. You want to get some uneven gaps in there. For sure. So you want them to look a little weird. Again, your stuff isn't like perfectly over your pants, so. And we're gonna go the other way. And just keep going. You don't want big gaps, so you're just gonna keep making lines. This is just for texture purposes, and you'll see why later. It's gonna take a hot minute to do this, so we're just gonna talk about apples. There are several different kinds of apples. There's Granny Smith, your Goldens, your Honey Crisps, all that fun jazz. The ones that I have found to be the best for things like apple pie are a mixture of Granny Smiths, some Macintosh, and of course a couple of Red Delicious apples. Now obviously you don't have to enjoy Red Delicious apples, you don't have to enjoy Granny Smiths, but they are the ones that hold the best retention for both, you know, moisture and sweetness content. So if you're deciding to make an apple pie, my suggestion personally is to do a mixture of red and green. Then you're getting all those delicious apple flavors, a little bit of tartness. Oh, and adding lemon juice also helps, because then you're not feeling like you're suffocating on a lemon. Well, not a lemon, but you know. So go ahead, put it over. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do overlay. We're gonna do difference actually. No. Heh. Well, now his pants do look like they're on fire. So we need soft light, and I need a smaller brush because his pants are still looking not that great. And then what you do is you get them. Try getting it to the smallest amount you can. That's okay. Turn down the opacity. And now they've got just like a little bit more texture that makes them look a little bit more like fabric, rather than it looking like a flat piece. So to see the difference, you just turn it off, turn it off, on. It's a very small difference, but it's noticeable because it also helps soften up those shadows and everything, so it makes it look really cool. I'm gonna add in a few more lines here for the posterity's sake of me. Let's go ahead and get ourselves onto this armor. Actually, let's get onto the leather straps first, because the straps are going to be easy parts. Or should we do scales? Oh, choices, because we only have so much time to do everything. So let's actually go with scales. The scales are going to be pretty interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first color attach the well, eyedrop tool first. Pick a lighter color. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get where the lighting is going to come from. Cut it in half. We're gonna go ahead and get this smaller piece right there. Piece right there. Smaller reflection. Smaller reflection. Smaller reflection. Okay. Now that that's all done, get our blur tool. And then we go ahead and make it a little smaller. Go ahead and just blur away from the initial line that we're wanting to do, because that hard line is going to show us where kind of the ridge forms on our scales. So give it a little bit of a sweep there. Sweep there. Just doing light blurring. One's gonna get blurred a little more just for the sake of the matter that people are needing to, not that people are needing to, but more like it gives a point of direction. So let's go ahead, pull out our straight line tool again. Go ahead, pull a line out. Try and do our best to pull a line down the center. Go ahead and get a little lighter. Do a little bigger. Do a smaller piece. Light piece, and then we're going to go ahead, do one in the center, and we go ahead, and we're going to get our blend tool, size it down. Up that size a little bit. Go ahead, and that's going to texture. So I'm just gonna get not a whole lot, but like a little bit. Of work. I want the scales to glow, but not like a whole lot, so that's why we're doing this manual method. So just doing a little bit more work here. Junction. Looks like so far it's getting pretty good. Overall, right now, we're just shading the scales so that they look a little bit more 3D than they would otherwise. Go on with an airbrush real quick. And the airbrush some spots. Make it all harsh. Just a little bit. And what we're gonna do is just lightly airbrush tips of the scales, a nice little ones. I'd imagine the beast he slays is missing their scales, and I'm not too happy about it, but also I think it would make a really cool fit, so I'm also going to go ahead and do a little bit of work here to make everything look as nice and uniform as possible. Then we're going to go ahead, grab the blur tool now, get a little smaller. Nice little blur, so the texture all becomes a little smoother. On that scale, so giving it a little look. It's not too deep over the work down. Can leave some of the shadow open, but I'm not going to do that right now. Stretch. Up. Just big bark. Alright. So far, so good. And this is all done one layer, for me at least, because I do not want to separate those layers ever. And also because I doubt that we're going to be separating them anytime soon, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead, add in a little bit of some shading. Scales overlapping each other. They're not going to be super big overlapping things, but they're definitely going to have a little bit of overlay just so that we can soften the light on them. The goal is to have the scales look like they are both one synonymous piece in one unit, but also looking like they can be sewn together. Okay. Let's go ahead. Down to the teeth, because the teeth are not natural parts of the scales. We'll give the scale. Some of them are going to get a little bit of extra shadow. Just gonna need it. Now we're gonna go to overlay. Alright. So far, looking so good. We have pants, a sword. I'm saving like the big piece of armor till last because I do not want to deal with the big piece of armor till like the very end, mainly because that big piece of armor is going to be like the biggest challenge, besides maybe like the sword and it's like runes and everything. I feel are going to be toughy. I'm gonna take another little sippy sip. Take a little sip. Yummy. That is good. I should actually see how much a case of like milk this costs. Overall, Kilkus, Milkus. Can't blame you. Yeah. Well, it's also like I'm still trying to figure out lighting. A lot of this stuff right now it's very basic lighting. We're going based off of other stuff. So for right now, though, I think we're doing pretty okay. Because considering that overall, we are still working on him, and we're working on his armor. Because his armor, again, is going to be last. I think his tail is also going to be like a toughie. but it's also like shading because I decided, hey, we're gonna, well, not I decided, but it's kind of like, glowy swords sound really cool right now, and I'm very appreciative that you're giving me a lot of semi-freedom with this one, so it's also appreciated. One of the things is he's likely going to remain faceless, even though some people are going to be like, oh, why is he faceless if his face is showing? And I'm just like, a little lazy. But it's also up to you if you would like for him to have a face, because that's pretty easy to also add. Oh boy. I'm like, it is getting close towards ending time. Oh, good God. Meaning that it is time to do ending stream announcements, get stuff out of the way where it means self-advertising. But whatever. Alright, let's get this over with. So we'll go ahead and end the stream here. And everything. Please feel free to join us tomorrow for our other stream, which is also going to be an art stream, and we'll likely continue working on this. An armor guide, that's... Yeah, true you did. I mean, it could be mesh that's put over the face. So who knows? But, yeah. So here's kind of what's happening. So tomorrow there's another stream from 2 to 4. There will be any remedy streams or anything. We're hoping to get out a video within the next few days. I know I've been saying that, but I promise we're working on it. I'm working on editing like a couple. It's really hard when I'm like juggling 3 things, and we're slowly getting into the rhythm of stuff. Hopefully there's gonna be more rewards for like just hanging out on the stream, along with more videos and shorts that hopefully bring in more people to just watch. But overall, I mean, like, that's kind of what's happening is more videos are on their way as per usual. There's more streams. We're looking at a D&D stream being added up in August, so look out for that. As per usual, you know, we're working on everything else. Let's see here, is there anything else that I feel like needs to be pulled up within these last few minutes, because I don't know. Not really. But thank you guys for tuning in, jumping into the stream. I really do appreciate it, because, good God, it's tiring. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to... Yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.